Well, welcome back. It's been a minute or two. So I've decided to resume my Fallout Let's Play, as I've been considering on and off for the last 7 years or so. I only recently lost the save games, so what I've had to do is play as I did and get back to more or less where I was. So it might look, if you were watching the playlist from scratch, as though it's the same game, but it's not. It's on a slightly different computer, on a different monitor, and it's not got the Fallout patches. It's basically just Fallout with the high def. So some of the things that the unofficial patches added aren't there, the fixes. I'll let you know. So let's see where we're up to. So inventory wise, mostly the same. There is some differences. I've got I picked up the cat support thing. I've got the same 2 weapons I was using, and maybe a little bit more money. So I sold some different things, ammunition, etc. Not sure what the stim situation was before, but we're pretty well kitted. We've got the Mad Max armour. Character-wise, it's identical, really, other than maybe some differences in where the XP is. Karma's a couple of points lower, I think. There's some slightly different stats on the killing, but we're good. I was debating whether or not to change some of the setups, but I went with the original setup. I don't really know why. The thing about Fallout is every time I play it, I want to change stuff, and replaying it, I was questioning why I was doing things. I'm not really sure what my vision was back then, so we might, going forward, it probably won't be the same game as it was going to be, but life happens, so it's a big thing I'm even bothering to do this, to be honest. Let's carry on anyway. Let's not waste any time. So Gizmo's dead. Quick recap. Although you've seen the last video, no doubt. It may have been 7 years ago since you saw it. Anybody watching? We've got dog meat on side. It's night time. It's currently 8 in the evening. We're going to pop into the scum pit and see what happens there. Now, I will say, before, just as a last thing, I've forgotten so much about Fallout in these 7 years because I haven't touched it. Up until that point, I played it quite frequently. It was still quite fresh in my mind. There's a lot I don't remember about this. A lot of it will start coming back to me, I'm sure, but it's not a blind Let's Play by any means, but we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a refresher for sure. So as you can see, the scum pit's now far more occupied than it was earlier in the day. We've still got the same 2 characters, so I think that's Neil. Yeah, there he is. He was in the back room and the side door was open. The reason for that is because you can do a quest for the what are they called? The skulls. That lets you steal Neil's urn. That's his urn for his wife. But let's see what occurs. Welcome to the scum pit. Can I get you something to drink? Actually, I've got some questions. Oh. That kicked me straight out. I'm not sure it should do. Can I ask you some questions? No. Clearly not. Okay, we'll talk to the filed teeth man in a minute. I've got a feeling that's shark. This was mentioned earlier from the skulls. A man in dusty leather armour with a trench coat and a gas mask. Sounds well kitted. Ismark. And a barfly. So the barfly won't say anything. Do you know what Ismark might say? Yeah, what do you want? So he's singing. We'll just say, hey, good singing. Thanks, what can I get for you? Where did you learn to sing? I picked it up here and there. Learned a little thing from an old singer at the hub. Got some music from the Scavs and added them in the boneyard. You know, just takes some practice. Do you do music anywhere else? Yeah, I sing at the hub sometimes, and I visited the Brotherhood of Steel in Editon with the caravans. Why do you ask? Ooh. So, we already know how to get to the hub, but we don't know about the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood is a couple of days west and a little bit north from here. Don't go there, though. They won't let you in unless you're with a caravan. You need anything else? How do I get to Editon? Head southwest of the hub. Editon is part of the Boneyard. It's a small, semi-industrial town. I didn't like it much there. What else do you want? Nothing. But talking to people gets your locations. The Boneyard... Well, they're all important locations, to be honest. The Brotherhood, he's right. There's no point going there without a caravan. And you can earn some money on the caravans as well, but all that's in the hub. So we'll speak to this chap with the gas mask. Another new face travels here, or a dime a dozen. But you have a look of someone different. Care to join me for a drink? Yeah. Okay. Delightful. Well, I hope you don't mind your drink well watered. They treat beer here like it's a potted plant. So what's your story? I could ask the same of you. In the interests of amity, I suppose I'll tell first. I'm called Taicho. Came here from out east, what used to be called Nevada. That's a pretty long trip. Yeah, it was. Decided to take it easy for a while. This place shows some promise, just as soon as someone cleans up some of the scum. Well, why don't you? Not my place. I'd rather not cross Killian, after all. He'll clean up this town when he gets round to it. A good man, mark my words. But watch out for that fellow Gizmo. Well. News there. Oh, it's done that thing where it flips down. Reminds me of another fat freak my father told me about back in Las Vegas. Thanks for the tip and the drink. Whoa, not so fast. We never finished introductions, remember? What's your name, stranger? None of your business, you nut. I'm Isambard. Good to meet you. Step carefully, friend. Okay. And we'll talk to Neil. Before I do, I'm going to be a lot more save happy in this. I've got a lot less patience with having to redo stuff. So as you can see, I've already used up. I'm just going through the save slots. I had to save scum like crazy to get back where I was in more or less the same state, because the game just plays differently every time, you know. RNG. Not to mention the differences in the patches. Welcome to the scum pit. What can I get for you? Oh, sorry, what can I do you for? What should we go for? I'm looking for information first. Okay, so what do you want to know? What's the scoop on this town? That's exactly as I'd say it as well. Well, just over there to the west of us is Gizmo's Casino. I'd be surprised if you didn't know about it. I know about it. Most of the people here are the ones that just... Oh, for God's sake. Most of the people here are the ones who just finished losing their money there. Over in the other part of the town, you got Killian's General Store and Marcel's Crash House. Killian's a good guy, runs a straight joint, carries everything you need. The Crash House is where you sleep it off when you've been here for too long. Neil chuckles. Thanks for the information. See you around. And Fallout suffers a lot from this. Although that one didn't end the conversation. But we're still looking for information. Thanks, bye. No. Sometimes the choices just aren't there. You have to exit the conversation and go back in. And sometimes that doesn't work. So, what is this place? Neil looks at you quizzically for a moment. Haven't you ever seen a bar before, stranger? This is my place, the Scum Pit. You buy drinks here, and you tip me. Why would I tip you? I buy your drinks. Why would I tip you? Oh, thanks. Let's go back into the conversation. He owns the place. Oh, here we go. That's why I saved. Nice. Get the hell out of here, you goddamn punks. If any of you touch her again, I'll kill the whole lot of you. We'll be back, old man. This isn't over. Skull's Ganger was hit for 52 hit points and was killed. Well, not one to waste opportunity. Ta-da! Leather armour. Which is a significant step up from this, if I remember rightly. So, we've got 16 armour class, 20, 20, 10, 10, 20 on the resists. 23 armour class, 25, 20, 20, 10, 20. Significant step up. And, you know, it looks pretty cool. Looks better than the leather armour you get in the modern Fallout games, which is just basically a bandolier. I don't really understand that at all. Let's see if we can speak to Trish. She's still doing weird things. She's not bothered about being punched down. Let's speak to Neil. No, he's not going to talk about what happened. Just shot a man dead. What's that trophy on the shelf? That's not a trophy, it's an urn. It contains my wife's ashes. Besides this bar, it's the most important thing in my life. Oh. Not oh, I'm sorry to hear that or anything, but just oh. I'm not going to have a drink, so no thanks. Let's have another word with Taicho. I need information about the gangers here. There's two grades of scum here. One of them's the Skulls, a gang that hides out in the back of Marcel's crash house. They're just grade B twerps. But the other ones answer to a fat freak whose name you can probably guess. Runs the casino. Those guys are organised and dangerous. Yeah, but I've killed them already, so and they've disbanded. You already know my name. I'm going to save again because I'm going to see what he says when I've asked for help. I don't know if I want him with me yet, so... Killian's asked me to clean up this town and I'd like you to help. Well, it's about time. Lead on, my friend. Let's go do some street sweeping. I'd recommend knocking over Gizmo, if I may. So, if you do this first, he will help you in the Gizmo fight, but it's not really a hard fight. I'm a bit wary about companions in this. It's very easy to accidentally shoot them and... Oh, I don't know. They also get in the way a lot. But we'll run with Taicho for a minute because he can provide some distractions. So he's got 60 hit points. He's got a shotgun, which is the double-barreled, and it's fully loaded, ready to go. Now, one of the issues with the high-res patch is the pathing only goes for so many hexes, and with the high-res patch you can usually click outside the pathing range. But it doesn't, not a big deal. Let's go down to see what's going on with the Skulls. I suppose everybody in the leather armour looks the same, and it's the same with all the armours really, but I like it. So, no guard on the door this time. Again, I'm just gonna keep saving, so I'm not gonna say when I'm saving, I'm just saving. I just don't like redoing things. New blood. Not a very happy person, are you? Why do you say that? I'm quite happy. I'm very happy because there's lots of things that bleed. Yeah, whatever. What an edge. No, actually, I think I'll keep you around for a while. Okay. What I should have done is equip that. We'll keep him there. I can't quite. We'll keep him there for a second. Actually, what's he equipped with? If he's got knuckles, it'll be worth taking him down. So, he's got nothing. He's a pleb. But we're getting into combat now, so let's just have a quick look. Nothing. He's got a lot of hit points. Nothing. And that's that girl that was standing outside. Unfortunately, it's gonna go the wrong way, but you know, what can we do? We'll put a round into him. So Vinny was hit for 17. This might go badly. Taicho really could have fired the shotgun there. We're flipping over. So, Vinny was hit for 30, and Victor, let's see if we can see where Victor is. Is that Victor? Was hit for 22, yeah. So Victor's nearly dead. You see the burst fire there. Hit that hex, and the hex to the right of me. There. Not sure how well that's shown up on screen, but burst fire when you've got companions with you, it's incredibly easy to rip them apart with burst fire weaponry, or even just misfires from single shot stuff. Now the downside to having two weapons equipped, two ranged weapons, is there's no melee option. I can't butt smack somebody, pistol whip them, which is unfortunate really. But what it does mean is I can reload, and I've got options in terms of that's worth using on burst. Otherwise, single shot wise, use the hunting rifle. We've got 22 hit points. Let's see how this turn ends up. If all these attacks land, we could be in trouble. Shotguns also can be a problem, but that character might die. Oh, he's just misfired and hit her, but his second shot hit me, which did some damage. And it's going to leave me to have to stim this turn. I've got plenty of stims, but I wouldn't normally go about this fight this way. This is not the right way to do this. Not an efficient, and if we don't get much from this, yeah, we've not really got much from the stims. But what we are going to do is get another burst fire up there. Hopefully that'll kill Victor, and oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. I've only got 5. That's fine. Our biggest threat is this guy. And we didn't put him down. He can't be far off. Dogmeat's on the case. Dogmeat's got some fairly reasonable attacks. We could do with him missing. No. Might be it. Come on, Stimpak. Give me a nice high dose of HP. That's more like it. Okay. Let's have a look, see what we've got here. Unless we're really unlucky, he should go down this time. Wow. I mean, maybe I should have kept my mouth shut. That's he's running, so we can ignore him, but we might not even live to ignore him. There we go. Couldn't really ask for a worse RNG on that. Okay, that's fine. So as you can see, I mean, Fallout, it just put us in a situation there. You're going in there and you're thinking, you know, I'll just have a chat with these people, but you're not. Let's see if we can talk to her first. She doesn't want to know. Let's see what he's got to say. We'll try and place ourselves a little more strategically. You're on Skull's turf, stranger. You better talk quick. Skulls, who are you guys? We're the one and only Junktown gang. We have the run of the streets and we rule the city at night. You couldn't run a schoolyard, Cromer. You'll pay for that remark, he says in floods of tears. Right. I'm a bit of an idiot. I've done the same mistake again, but I'm just going to reload because I want to have that ready. I'll just go in and I'll reinitiate that conversation. Let's see. I've got them burst. Who are you guys? You couldn't run a schoolyard. Oh, this time he's pulled out his pistol. Now, Dogmeat's in the way. But he absorbed all the rounds. That was satisfying. 85 hit points. Not a critical hit, which it quite often is with burst. Not a critical hit. But that's why the 10mm submachine gun is so effective. And thinking about it, last round, I probably could have mitigated some of the damage to myself if I'd taken out some of the lower HP enemies first, but there we are. So we can't get to the corner, we're kind of stuck here. We'll just end the turn and whatever happens, happens. Knives are fairly nasty. We could do a dog meat not being there. But it won't matter this turn because we're going to stim up. Come on, give me something. Not really great. We're going to put a round in here, which is not very damaging. 8 hit points. She's got about 25. Dogmeat's critically knocked that guy down for 14, chewed him to bits. We're going to burst fire off to the left, tear her to shreds, and then because we've got 3 left, we can reload that, ready to go. Somebody else is going to catch a burst if they survive. Shotgun's done some decent damage. That's 20 hit points. Dogmeat's chewed him to bits. We're not going to waste a burst fire on here. Instead, we're going to put the rifle between her eyes and pull the trigger. Where are we? No. We'll just shoot her in the head. See, even at 88%, you're taking a gamble. You really want it to be at 95. But, you know, it won't matter. Now, the downside to how we've just done it is, and I'm going to save it after that because I've got a habit of not saving things and then having to redo fights, is we've got to tangle our way through these bodies. Now, Fallout 2, oh no, this one's not too bad. And you can see we would have got some armour from here as well. Oops. Click on that, we'll take the Gniffi. We'll unload that, that's some, and we'll take it for sale. We could try and sell it at Killian Darkwater's shop, but I've pretty much, well, he might have some cash left. But I have sold an awful lot of stuff there on this run. Have we got them all? Pixel perfect finding. Lots of leather armors. Lots of knives. Let's get these guys out of the way. I'm glad she didn't join in because she seemed okay. Maybe she can just learn a lesson from this. I think that's all the corpses. So we'll check the shelves. Note on there. It's late, come back some other time. Yeah. Maybe I will. What have I got? Nothing really. We'll just reload everything, make sure we're all fresh. I only had to use 1 stim pack that time. We'll recover the rest of the hit points. Could buy a... It's late, come back some other time. But you run a crash house with empty rooms and you're standing at the desk. But if that's the way you feel... and at this point... At this point in the day or the night, however you want to look at it, see if we can just open up the go back around there. You see Killian's down here in his little shop, and he's got a garden there. I have robbed this place in the past, but sometimes it's been quite late in the game with a high sneak skill and lock picking skill, and other times I've just killed Killian and robbed his little safe down here. And there's good pickings to be had there if you want to take that path. This game will reward an evil character or a bad character, a bad karma character. We'll do the thing where we sleep till the morning and then we'll give it 2 hours. We should gain some hit points, I think. Yeah, we've gained 3 because it's not. This game treats it as a bit of a rest. And Killian should come out of his shop. He's there now. The downside to having a weapon equipped is it's the extra animation of... he still hasn't cleaned his shop though. That's disgusting, Killian.
Well, howdy. What can I do for you today?
He isn't bothered about the skulls. He doesn't even know about the skulls. There's little bits in the game like that, which it does detract from the game, but it doesn't do it enough that it bothers you. It doesn't bother me anyway. Let's put it that way. So, do you own the store? It's like a niggle, really. What is happening?
Well, howdy. What can I do for you today? Well, that's a day.
I want to buy something, Killian. So we get that extra stim pack, and we've got 106 gold left on Killian. We could pick up one of these Desert Eagles, but the 10mm pistol is a better option, really. We will replace the stim because we've just got so much stuff we can get rid of. How much? So they're worth 40. So 2 of those will get us the stim. Let's see. We've got another. So we'll have another 2 of those. That'll get us most of his cash. And we'll have a look around the little stalls. Most shops don't do this. They don't have separate set-outs like this. But Killian does. His cash is still the same, but we've got more stims, Luke. We may as well take them. So only 120. What have we got that might be worth that? Not sure what these are used for, really. Almost certainly won't be using grenades. How much are one of those? Ooh, okay. So you know what? I'll take the four coin loss on that. Got lots of leather armour for sale. Let's see if he's got any.
Can I help you?
His cash might stay the same, so we'll just need to check that. In fact, he's got no cash on this particular stall. Last one.
Can I help you?
Four stims there, but no cash. And I'm not really after any more stims just now, but we do have things to sell, so might be time to move on from Junktown. We can always come back. I can't think of much more to do here. Taicho stay with me for a bit, I think. I think he's a permanent companion now. I don't use him very much, so this is a little bit of a new experience. Not much. I have used him before, but memories fade. It's been some years. We're going to head off to the hub. There is actually something more to do in Junktown, but well, to be discovered. TBD. So before we head off into the wastes, I wonder why the shortcut key isn't working, but it is now. Save the game. Short distance down to the hub with 2 new companions. We arrive in the hub at 8:30 in the evening. We don't want that. Just knock around a little bit until it's some point in the morning and drop in. The hub, or sort of the first part of the hub. I've never seen it in this high res before. This high res patch is amazing. Normally in the game you're kind of seeing this sort of area here on like the biggest was like a 1024 resolution by 768 back in the day, which kind of made the world feel cozier, I suppose. And what we've got here is a trade caravan, and I really like this idea where they've carved these, they've cut these cars up, the chassis, and left the bars of the chassis there, put some handles on for hitching, and they can lift them and wheel them with the Brahmin or by hand. Or most of these characters don't talk. I think there is one that does. Here he is. Yes, how can I be of service? What is this place? This is the hub. It's a trade centre for the wastes. It's the biggest city I know of. You can find just about anything you could want here, and if you're looking for work, this is the place to be. Thank you. It seems like just about everyone here is looking to hire you for something, be it legal or not. Could you tell me where I can find a water chip? A water chip? Wow, you got me on that one. Never heard of one of those. Maybe you should check the general store downtown. They may be able to help you. It doesn't think of there's a company here called the Water Merchants. We'll go into those next time probably, but what are all these carts doing here? These are the caravans. We cart goods to just about all corners of the waste. Junktown, the Brotherhood, Shady Sands, numerous other places. Necropolis and the Glow are the only areas we steer clear of. I'm heading this group and we're leaving shortly. The group across the street just arrived. So there's two caravans going out and 2 just come back. This looks like the same caravan I saw earlier. I don't know where that comes from because we've not been here really, but we'll say it. Yeah, laughs. Yes, I guess you could say that. After a while they all start to look the same, but believe me, they're not. Where would I go to get a job? You could just about ask anyone here in the hub, or you can check with one of the job bulletin boards. There are a few of them around the hub. Definitely more jobs than people here. That's basically it, isn't it? Thank you and goodbye. Yeah. I'll tell you what we might be able to do. Let me ask about the trade. What is it you trade? Lots of stuff. General stuff people need to live. Food, water, lots of water. Water is probably the scarcest commodity in the wastes. No, I want to try and find out because he mentioned the Necropolis and he mentioned the Glow. So why you would mention the Glow, I'm not sure. You'll find out later what I mean by that if you've not played this game. But what is this place? What are all these carts doing here? No, unfortunately. So he mentions it here, but there's no option to say where are those places. Never mind. We will find them. And nobody else here will talk to you, really. Welcome to the hub. There are, if I can get into here, little homes at the side. That's a little shack. There's nothing in these places for the most part. There might be some loot, but hello friend, Deputy Tony Fry at your service. What is this place? Oh, a newcomer. Welcome to the hub. You've reached the biggest city on the coast. Heck, maybe the biggest city in the world for all we know. I thought you were part of the caravan. Did you come in with them? No. That's surprising. It's been pretty rough out there, especially with the missing caravans. But you're safe now. Just stay away from the Maltese Falcon. They're a bunch of troublemakers, Decker and his crew. Who's Decker? He owns the Maltese Falcon in the merchant's market. But I wouldn't associate with him if you want to stay out of trouble. He's nothing but a murdering animal. But the sheriff won't let me arrest him without proof. Okay. What was that about the missing caravans? It's a tragedy, really. Some caravans have turned up missing. Butch over at the Fargo Traders is offering a reward of information or something. You should check at the merchant market if you're interested. Huh. Where can I make some money? That would be the merchant market, a few miles south of here. 2 of the caravan houses are located there. The third is further south. I recommend the Fargo Traders. They pay well and they're not too crazy. What about a water chip? Water chip? Well, I've never heard of one. If it has to do with water, though, you should talk to the water merchants. Their headquarters are located further south, past the downtown area. There we go. I'll do. I'll say bye-bye. And I'm going to have to say goodbye. Oh, by the way, look at these guys. That is combat armour. And they have assault rifles, which are a bit of a mixed bag of a weapon, really. Fallout invented a lot of different calibers. I'm not really sure why, but anyway, there it is. I mean, this is alternative history, so I'll save it there. And there you go. Well, 7 years. Oh, I'll try not to keep it so long between episodes. See you next time.